All right, we are living through this absolute explosion of AI models, right? Each one seems more powerful than the last. But there's a catch. Behind all that incredible power is a hidden and, frankly, astronomical cost. So today, we're going to dive into the really brilliant systems being built to manage this chaos, these unseen traffic cops of the AI revolution. Okay, so to really get this, you have to understand the two extremes in the AI world. On one side, you've got your supercar models. Think GPT-4. They have just incredible power, amazing reasoning skills, but they come with a hefty price tag for every single query, and they can be a little on the slow side. Then, on the other side, you have the scooter models, like the smaller Llama 3. They're super zippy, incredibly cheap to run, but you probably wouldn't trust them with a really deep, complex analytical task.
And this really gets us to the main question of this whole explainer. It seems so obvious when you put it like that, right? So, why on earth would you fire up a gas-guzzling supercar just for a simple trip to the corner store? Well, believe it or not, this is exactly what a ton of companies were doing with their AI. And yeah, it was costing them an absolute fortune.
And we're not just talking about a minor inefficiency here. This is a massive economic problem. The top-tier AI models can be up to 2 orders of magnitude. That's 100 times more expensive than the smaller ones. So if you're running every single user request through the biggest, baddest model you have, you're looking at catastrophic budget overruns.
So what's the solution? Well, it's a concept called hierarchical LLM routing, but we can just call it what it is, an AI traffic cop. And this is not just some simple load balancer. We're talking about an intelligent system that looks at every single request that comes in, judging it on cost, how fast it needs to be, and how complex it is, to decide right there in real time what is the perfect model for this specific job.
This AI traffic cop is really the hero of our story today. It's the technology that makes these huge AI applications not just possible, but financially sustainable. It sits right in the middle, between the user and this whole universe of AI models, just making sure every single query gets directed to exactly the right destination.
And this traffic cop has gotten way smarter over time. The first version was basically a simple rule book. If a prompt is really long, send it to the big model. Simple. But that's kind of brittle. So it evolved to actually learn from experience, using machine learning to predict which model would do the best job. And now, the most advanced systems, they use a small, fast AI as a kind of dispatcher to analyze the query first and then decide which specialist to call in. It's pretty clever.
Okay, so let's get practical. How does all this theory actually get turned into a real efficiency playbook? Let's take a look at the specific frameworks that are turning these ideas into massive, real-world savings. Before we get into the how, I just want you to look at this number, 98%. That's the potential cut in AI cost that a groundbreaking framework called Frugal GPT managed to achieve. And here's the best part, it did this without sacrificing the quality of the answers. This isn't just a small tweak, folks, this is a total game changer.
So how on earth does it pull this off? Well, Frugal GPT uses this brilliant 3-part strategy. First up is prompt adaptation. It basically tidies up and shortens the user's query to cut down on API fees. Smart. Second, LLM approximation. It checks a clever cache to see if a similar question has already been answered, which means it can bypass the expensive AI altogether. And third, and this is the core of it, the LLM cascade. This logic is simple. It always starts by asking the cheapest, fastest model first, and only if that model can't give a good answer does it escalate the query to the next, more expensive model in the chain.
Now, with so many of these traffic cops, or routers being built, a new problem popped up. How do you actually know which one is any good? We needed some kind of standardized way to give them all a performance review. Enter Router Arena. Think of it like a standardized test, or maybe the Olympics for AI routers. It's an open platform that puts all the different routers out there, both the commercial ones and the open source ones, through these rigorous tests, grading them on the stuff that actually matters: cost, accuracy, and speed. And the leaderboards from Router Arena started spitting out some really fascinating and honestly pretty counterintuitive truths. First off, paying for a commercial router doesn't guarantee you're getting the best performance. In fact, some were worse than the free open source options because they had this weird bias towards picking the expensive models when they didn't need to. The big takeaway here? No single router is perfect. They all add a little bit of a delay, and every single one of them falls short of what you'd call a theoretical oracle that would make the perfect choice every single time. But just as we've built this incredibly efficient system, a new, much darker problem starts to emerge. See, by creating this central intersection controlled by a traffic cop, we've also accidentally created a critical new vulnerability,
a brand new attack vector?
This is the question that probably keeps security researchers up at night. The whole system is designed for efficiency, and it kind of assumes everyone is acting in good faith. But what if a bad actor could find a way to fool the traffic cop? What if they could trick it into sending cars down the completely wrong road, on purpose?
The weapon they use to do this is called a confounder gadget. These are these short, almost nonsensical-looking little bits of text. But when an attacker slips one of these gadgets into a perfectly normal-looking query, it acts like a secret command that just completely scrambles the router's brain, tricking it into making the exact wrong decision. So an attacker with these gadgets has three really devastating goals. First, cost escalation. Trick the router into sending every single simple query to that expensive supercar model, causing the company's AI bill to just explode. Second, quality hijacking. Do the complete opposite. Force the complex queries to the cheap scooter model, which guarantees a bad answer and completely destroys user trust. And third, and this is the most dangerous one, safety bypass. Forcing a harmful query away from a safe, well-aligned model and over to a weaker, unfiltered one, which basically jailbreaks the entire system.
And this leads us to a powerful new reality in the world of AI, and it's captured perfectly by this quote from the source material. The security of the router is now as critical as the alignment of the LLM. It just doesn't matter how safe your AI models are if an attacker can just tell the traffic cop to drive right around them.
So to defend this critical intersection, researchers developed Reroute Guard. You can think of it as a specialized security detail for our AI traffic cop. Instead of using simple filters, it uses really advanced AI techniques to analyze the deep meaning, the semantic structure of a query to spot the hidden fingerprint of an attack.
And how well does it work? While Reroute Guard has a stunning 99% detection accuracy against even the most sophisticated rerouting attacks. And, crucially, it has a very low false positive rate, which means it isn't accidentally blocking legitimate users. This is the robust defense that the control center of AI has been waiting for.
So what does this all mean? What's the big picture here? It means this entire system, the intelligent routing, the layered security, it's become the new blueprint for building with AI. It's just not an optional extra anymore. It's become a fundamental necessity for anyone building serious AI applications.
Now, out in the real world, this technology pretty much gets deployed in two main ways. For smaller projects, you might use an LLM proxy. Think of it as a simple traffic warden, right? It just handles basic forwarding and caching. But for the big companies, they deploy a full AI gateway. And that is a complete command center that handles complex routing, security, budgets, and it can even automatically switch to a backup AI provider if the main one goes down.
And this isn't just theory. I mean, it is happening right now at the biggest companies in the world. At Stripe, they live and breathe this kind of architecture. If a complex developer question comes in that needs a deep analysis of API docs, boom, it gets routed to the powerhouse GPT-4. But simple, high-volume transactional queries, those go to cheaper, lighter models. The result is a system that is both incredibly powerful and, at the same time, economically efficient.
Which leaves us with this one last kind of provocative thought. Today, we've been talking about policing the traffic of human to AI queries. But the future? Well, it's a world where AI agents are talking to other AI agents, forming this vast, global, autonomous network. So the question we really have to start asking ourselves now is, what does the future of policing that traffic look like?